Hello and welcome to day 15 for Inktober Tangles Challenge 2023. I'm Rachel from Rachel Angela Art, and you can follow me on Instagram of the same name. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, CZT, and just want to say thanks to Stephanie Jennifer for putting the prompts for this challenge together for us. So without further ado, day 15 is Scara by Midori Furuhashi. I don't know. I'm so sorry for not getting the name right. And this is one I've done previously. And you can see Scara or Scara in here. It's very much like Fengle, if you know the Fengle tangle. So when we come to do tangling, we must slow down and focus and be present, because it's not about being perfect. It's just about drawing the tangles, and with gratitude and appreciation, and just focusing on our strokes one line at a time. So without further ado, let us start with our corner dots. I'm going to zoom in. Hopefully you can see that in the middle. So I'm going to start with our corner dots. We don't really need to on this one, but I will. I do like a border. I think it's nice to have a border. And we're just concentrating with our pencil one line at a time, very faintly. And as I say, I like to draw the border away from me, but when I'm drawing, I like to draw towards. I think it just depends on the pencil and on the mark and what we are tangling. So we're just going to start Scara with a centre circle. So I am going to start in the centre with a little circle. There we are. And then we're going to do, you can do as many as you like around here, but I think 5 or 6 is about right. So I'm going to go up to this one because I'm going to draw it quite large. I'm going to up to here, down here, and then I'm going to go about here and here. I'm going to turn my tile. I'm going to do 2 more at the other side. Here and here. So we've kind of got a circular shape. And then we're going to use an S curve. And by that I mean we're going to come off this circle and come in an S shape down to this circle. So we're going to go round and down, and then we're going to do that on all of them. So we're going to come round and then join. I'm going to come off this orb and then round onto that one. So you can see what we're doing, kind of an S curve if you were doing an S. And then to this one. Now, I've seen other people do this differently to what I do it, but I like to put the circles in just below this, because we're going to join this to another circle here. And I want to do it as close to this as possible, as close to this line and this line as possible. So I'm going to just draw another circle about the same size as of the ones we've drawn, and I'm going to draw it about here, just underneath. I'm going to turn my tile. I'm going to do it here in about the same place and the same size at each. I read that as P-O, as it was a P-O. That's just my brain doing that, right. And then we're going to join. Well, I quite like to do this stroke first, is the way I like to draw it, and you might like to draw it differently, because I'll show you the first. What they do is they put this one first and then join this in a C shape to this one, you see, and then come up in another, like another C curve and down. But I prefer to actually join all these first and go around, because I just find it's easier for my flow to do these first. So you're turning your tile and you're relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your grip. So you can see that I've done that first, and then you can come over from here to here, turning your tile, from here to here, turning your tile, from here to here, turning your tile. We did that one. From here to here and turning your tile, and then from here to here. So then you've got this. And then you can put any pattern, or because they call this a reticular, and it's a shape that can hold any pattern within it. So you can use any fragments of patterns within these reticulars. So I'm just going to do it as it's been done on here, but you'll see I have done that on this one as well. So this is what it's like when it's coloured. So it's this middle bit is the pattern. So you can do any pattern. I think this one's actually got a little it goes over a little bit in a round. So you can do any pattern in these. You can fill them with printemps or anything. So we'll just follow these lines and we will do a aura of those lines, and then we'll go in a little bit and do another aura of those lines, and then we'll go in a little bit more, and we will go over a little bit just to give it a little bit of interest, and then we'll ink those in, as you can see. And then we'll do that on the same. So we're going to go aura this line down, aura this line and meet, and then in a bit more, aura that line, and then we'll go in and do a little V, like an ice cream cone almost, and we'll ink that in, and then we'll do that for all of them. So you can see what we're doing here. Aura in this line, and aura ink that line. Not forgetting to breathe. And then we'll go in a little bit and do a small V with a little ice cream scoop on the top. And then we'll ink that in. And it is so therapeutic and just slows down Just take some me time. And then go into all of this, and of course you can speed up this bit. Because I'm not very good, I've tried, and I am doing it, editing videos. That's what I need to practice now, but I can't do that whilst drawing and videoing and posting onto Instagram. So I'm going to figure that one out after Inktober's finished. So concentrating on your line, coming round. We're going to aura this line, aura this line. You get the idea. Aura this line, and then come in with a little cone and an ice cream scoop. And then to finish off with, when we've done the next one, we're going to do what Midori's done on hers, and that's, we're just going to do a little pattern in the middle, which I really think lends itself well to this, and it just finishes it off, in my mind, beautifully. And that is to, we're going to come with this line and do a little round. So we're going to come at this side and put a little round. We can do it this way, whichever way is most comfortable to you. Turning your tile. You see, like a little round join into the next, and then we're going to aura those lines, just from one line to the next, just focusing on that line all the way down. And it's good to get into a pattern, and it helps muscle memory, and it helps your hand. You don't have to keep moving, just move your tile. And we turn it again. Remembering to breathe and relax your hands. Turn again. Breathe in, relaxing your shoulders. Remember not to hold any tension when you're drawing. It's just about breathing and relaxing and enjoying, just enjoying every line stroke. And as you know, my favourite bit, oh look, I forgot to do this. And as you know, every line stroke, what am I talking about? Shading is my favourite part, because that's when it starts to come to life. And as you can see, I just, this one, I just love colour. Love colouring. And so I'm going to take my pencil. Now, my mechanical pencil's got 2B graphite in there. So first of all, I would shade this, and I will come down the edges, each edge with the graphite, and I'd do that all the way around. In fact, I'll probably take it up there a little bit, that's it. And then take this up. And, lay the graphite down quite heavily. And again, turning the tile, keeping everything relaxed. Oops. There we go, and then I will take my tortillon and I would just, and you can watch these pop. There we go. You see that pop before your very eyes? It's the magic. It's the magic of the tortillon. So no harsh lines, just, there you go. See it pop. We do that all the way around. I should have some nice background music on. I'm sure I'll be able to do that once I figure out how to do the editing of these videos. But for now it's me in real time. I'll be able to show you how to colour in future. How I colour, not how to colour. How I do it. Everybody may do it differently. And do it differently. And you can see that popping. And then I would probably just go around the outside with a bit more graphite, just so that it makes these shapes pop. As well. Go all the way around the outside. I think that's all we need to do. I mean, you can go underneath these if you want to make each individual one pop. I'll show you that on this one. I'm not going to do it all the way around. So I would so it looks like that's like a flap. On top of this one, because then you'd do the same for this. You'll bring that down as well. But I think these angles are a little bit, I think it's all a bit too small. But you get the idea. So you can do anything with these. Turn that. You can see what I mean. And then I will just go all the way around the outside with the graphite to make it all pop out. I mean, whatever graphite you've got left on your tortillon, as you can see, would work. And then that just makes everything pop. This is a patient bit. Got to be patient doing this. If you want to do this, that is. So you can see just by smoothing that graphite out, and giving it a little bit of shadow. There you go. And I think what I'd do to finish off, I would colour this in, I think I would, oops, I would black that in, ink it in. And then probably leave these, or come in with some gold or some silver or a colour. And just put a bit of colour on those. So that's it. Scara or Scara. I don't know how you pronounce it. Everybody will pronounce it differently. So there they are. Together. And don't forget to sign it. I always like to have my bijou the right way around when I sign. I'll sign it here. And then appreciate your drawing. And there we are. Until next time, bye bye.